What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a right here and now reading for the sign of Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, you guys are third this week during the zodiac lineup for group 3. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay. So I've already pre-shuffled the deck, but I did, sitting your energy, Aquarius Collective, before getting started. Few cards that came out that kind of caught my attention while I was shuffling was the Ten of Pentacles, the Hermit, Virgo energy, okay, and Seven of Pentacles, okay. So three cards that kind of stood out the most to me. So you have pretty much a lot of Earth energy going on, okay. So what I gathered is like two different messages, okay. So whatever resonates with you, run with it and leave the rest, okay? The first situation with the cards that caught my eye um, is a situation of someone kind of hiding from like family history, if you will, okay? If it's been like maybe a troubled past or something like that, you've kind of put yourself in isolation of not dealing with it, okay? Or not wanting to deal with it if it's something that's, transpiring or coming up. And so kind of stepping away in that sense, okay? Um, the second situation or message has to deal with someone primarily looking at having their own. Maybe you've been working on something in hiding, or, of course, again, referencing that Hermit card. And maybe you've been working on something for a while, which is in reference to that Seven of Pentacles, okay? In regular Rider's Waite, if you're not familiar, um, there's Seven Pentacles and someone pretty much kind of hovering over them. They kind of look like a garden, okay? So Seven of Pentacles usually promotes history, something that's either history for that first situation, and then, for the situation of waiting on something, in the sense of waiting for your fruits to harvest from your labor, okay? So whatever you've been working on diligently, you got a lot of Pentacles energy. So it's obviously something of value, something that you want to establish, like I said, in a sense of having your own, that, maybe you're trying to invest towards, your own family, or to give back to family, something in that nature, okay? So that is, your pre-read messages. Let's go ahead and get into your actual reading, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and start with you guys, Aquarius, starting with one from the top, which is your energy, okay? One directly from the bottom, which is the motivation for this energy that you're in right now, okay? Then we're going to go into the middle of the deck, okay, and we're going to pull two. This next one is in reference to what your focus is or should be while being in this energy, okay? And I'm going to go with this card here, okay? And then I'm going to soft set and then spread the cards again. And we'll pull one more, which is the hidden purpose behind this energy, okay? And I get this feeling from you guys, Aquarius, that, like I said, waiting for something to transpire or things to move. Maybe you've been stuck in approval status for some things. as far as what it is that you're working on. You're not really ready to release it yet, obviously. Um, I don't feel a Pisces moon energy, on this, but you've pretty much taken a step back from, your normal routine of doing things, to work on something in particular. Okay. So it just feels like things are finally getting ready to come out of approval phase, probably, and now you've got to kind of start putting things together, and so you will have to kind of isolate yourself again. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into what you have going on in your energy, Aquarius collective. We have Knight of Swords. Okay, Knight of Swords. All right. So Knight of Swords for your energy right now is probably headed towards, like I said, making definitive decisions. Okay. You might be ready to speak on what it is, that you've been working on, but only in the sense of networking in a way. Okay. So be light still with your words. Okay. This is not a knight. This is a Knight of Swords, not a King of Swords. Okay. So move maturely, and be mindful again of maybe what you share or who you share it with. Okay. But you're ready to rush in and get things done. Okay. Especially if there's a situation where something's kind of been moving kind of slow, maybe just due to processes, or something. I don't want to really say falling by the wayside, but that's the vibe that I'm feeling, surrounding this Knight of Swords. So if something's kind of fallen, you've got to pick it back up and get things in order. Okay. In order for you to move forward. Okay. So let's see what is the motivation behind this Knight of Swords energy for you, Aquarius. It is Three of Cups. Okay. Three of Cups. Three of Cups usually talks about communing, okay, with other people. Okay. And like I said before, you might have some networking, things of that nature that needs to happen. Okay. Again, if you're not familiar with your birth chart, by all means go and check it out. I always like to look for ones. One, make sure it's free. You shouldn't have to pay for a birth chart or any extras of any sort. Two, make sure it's one that's a little bit more descriptive instead of just telling you exactly just the signs that are in your birth chart, but no explanation of what each sign means in your birth chart. I did both. And they both matched. That was just so that way I could, have a definitive understanding and know that that is my actual birth chart. Birth charts are very specific because they deal with your date of birth, they deal with the time of your birth, and where you were born. Okay, because planets in the moon were pretty much in a particular alignment in, if you follow astrology. So I did two, just so that way I could get a more understanding of who I was as a person. So if you do that, find one that's more definitive. You get actual descriptions of each whatever sign is in your placement, in certain placements. You may have a heavy placement, a heavy sign in a placement of the 11th house, which is about global communications. So this networking is probably very big for you, as far as connecting with other people. Okay. So you're communing with people now, maybe you're networking, and there's certain people that are valuable resources for you and what it is that you're aiming for. And so again, you may have to commune with them in the sense of seeing if they can help you get something done. Maybe something else fell through with going through somewhere else, and someone's able to kind of help you find another outlet. Okay. So let's see what your focus is or should be in this Knight of Swords energy, Aquarius. And we have Eight of Swords. Okay, well, what did I say earlier about feeling stuck? Okay, in the sense of things not moving. Okay, now you do have, if we do the numerology on this, and I'm just going to hold this up for you guys. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords, that's one sword, and then Eight of Swords. We put these together, that's nine. Okay, Nine of Swords energy is insomnia of some sort. Okay, kind of racking your brain a little bit of how to kind of make things move. Okay, because I feel this energy of like you may be concerned about that one thing that fell by the wayside, and having to go through another resource is like you have to start over. Okay, in the sense of, you know, planning, maybe cost, um, actual production, things of that nature. Okay, those are the only words that I'm going to use in regards to your situation. Okay, hopefully not, you know, let a cat out the bag for you, especially if someone's cross watching on you. Okay, so I try to not pull what doesn't need to be pulled, especially, you know, almost feels like a shield over the collective as much as I possibly can. Okay, um, but that's where you are right now. You're kind of stuck, maybe stuck in your head right now about focusing too much on being stuck. Okay, think about how to unstick yourselves. Okay, because it's possible. You just have to get past it in the sense of thinking too negatively on it. Like, don't think that it's not supposed to be done because it fell through with that one thing. There's always another way to do something. Okay, you just have to see where you can bypass. And maybe bypassing means just, you know, cutting something out that really isn't necessary right now in order to help you move forward. Okay, so kind of think of it in that way. Okay, be methodical about it. All right, so that being said, Aquarius, let's get into this last placement here, which is what the hidden purpose is with this Knight of Swords energy. Okay, for you guys, Aquarius, and it's Queen of Cups. Okay, Queen of Cups is the hidden purpose. Okay, now you don't have to be male or female to understand this or, you know, resonate with this card. Okay, take the mannerism of the Queen of Cups. Okay, and kind of learn from her. Now, that is kind of tied into Pisces a little bit, because I did mention Queen of Cups. King of Cups came up in their reading, but Queen of Cups was in their pre read. Okay. And I'll tell you, like I told them, if you haven't been watching the channel that long, this chalice that she has is different from the King of Cups. Okay, the Queen of Cups chalice is covered. Okay, there's no way she can drink from this cup, it's closed. Okay, whereas the King of Cups, his is open. Okay, you would think it would be the opposite, but it actually isn't when it comes to tarot as far as I see it. Okay, I do intuitive readings here. So with her cup being covered, it's almost as if someone's given her a cup. Okay, but hers is obviously closed. Taking from the Queen of Cups, learn how to put a lid on certain things, especially if you really don't want too many people giving too much of their opinion, which sometimes has a tendency of changing the mind of Aquarius. Okay, so maybe you're trying to, you know, live up to an expectation of someone, possibly that could be a hidden purpose. Okay, it could have something to do with a particular older figure in your life that you're maybe trying to pay homage to, and I may be, you know, speaking too much about it, but hopefully only you see this, Aquarius. But nonetheless, take a kind of a lesson from Queen of Cups and put a lid on certain things. Again, like I said, be very methodical. Okay, you're in Knight of Swords energy. It's not really time to be releasing the whole big picture just yet. Okay, so, you know, keep things to yourself. You know, move in silence, if possible. Okay, and just, you know, deal with those who really can help you. Okay, so with that being said, Aquarius, that is all that I have for your reading today. We do have 3 more readings coming up in the next few days. So until then, peace.